Okay, what's happening, people? Jono here from Fitness Education Online. Welcome to our channel if it's your first time on here. And it's actually a specific series. If you've landed on this video here, I've got a specific series which is all about social media marketing tips for fitness professionals. What I've done is I've gone and sought out the 10 best social media marketing professionals, specifically for fitness professionals in the world, and they're going to give you their top 3 tips in less than 10 minutes. Now, I'm going to shoot over and give them a bit of an introduction in a second. Just before I do that, let me tell you that we've also got another series which is business tips in general. So this one here is all social media marketing. We've got another one which is business based. Now, I've interviewed the same people on both of them because they're very closely related, obviously. So it's the same introduction for both. So if you get to the introduction, you're like, well, hold on, haven't I heard this exact same introduction before? Yes, it has. I've just used the same introduction. You could call it, I don't know whether it's lazy on my behalf or it's just smart or time efficient on my behalf. I like to call it smart and time efficient. You can call it what you want. But anyway, let me introduce this week's guest.
What's happening, people? Jono here from Fitness Education Online. Super excited to give you the latest episode of our show. If you're new to the channel, long story short, we post a whole heap of videos to help fitness professionals grow their fitness business. So I recommend subscribing if you don't already. This particular series here, what I do is I interview a different expert in the fitness business space, and they give their 3 biggest tips in 10 minutes or less on what you can do to grow your fitness business. Now, this week I've got an absolute rock star. He's probably the best fitness business coach in Australia and probably one of the best in the world as well. He's done it all. He runs a successful CEC company, FTI. He runs a successful fitness business coaching company, The Game Changers. He's run multiple successful fitness studios across Sydney. He used to own and run Coastal Bodies until he sold that. He now runs Momentum 360. So let me take it away and let me introduce the one and only Mr. Dan Henderson.
Social media is such a powerful tool, guys. It really is. We're so lucky to have social media. It's free and it's just a great medium to grow our fitness business. And I guess one of the biggest challenges I hear from a lot of fitness business owners is, Dan, what the hell do I do on social media? Like, there's so many things I can be doing. Do I get a Facebook group? Do I do LinkedIn? Do I do TikTok dances? Like, what do I do on social media to generate more clients? And so I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. First tip is this, and it's all around content. I'm going to really encourage you to do this. I'm going to encourage you to put out 3 to 5 pieces of organic content on your social media every single week. All right, 3 to 5. And I'm telling you to do this for a few reasons. Number 1 is it enables you to really craft your message, okay? Because you can see what gets likes, what gets comments, what gets shares. And so you can identify the messages that really resonate with your prospect, all right? So it's great market research. Secondly, it develops that know, like, and trust. And so people that consume your content for a long time, they already know you, they like you because they're interacting with your content, and they trust you. So they're far more likely to buy. So when you get leads from organic content, the sale is easy because, you know, they're already there just about, okay, as you go through. So 3 to 5 pieces of organic content. Now, in terms of what to write about, really simply, if you're watching this at home, I want you to grab out a piece of paper. I want you to put a line down the middle of that piece of paper and a line across. Now, this model is called the 4 forces. It was taught to me by Taki Moore. All right. And in the top left box, you're going to put frustrations. Top right box, you're going to put wants. Bottom left box, you're going to put fears. Bottom right box, you're going to put aspirations. All right. So what are the differences between these two? All right. Up at the top, we have frustrations. These are the nagging little thoughts that our prospects have. All right. So they just eat away at them. Oh, I really should exercise more so I can, not look so chubby when I look at myself in the mirror. I really should do a little bit more exercise so, I feel a little bit more confident wearing my suit at work. They're those nagging little frustrations that just eat away at people. So that's at the top. They're short-term in nature and they're nagging, okay? That's frustrations. Underneath is fears. And when those frustrations manifest themselves over a long period of time, they become a fear. So the fear is, I'm going to be a really bad role model to my son. Like, I'm going to actually get maybe metabolic disease like my dad did and have, type 2 diabetes. So there, when those frustrations just eat away, and then manifest into a fear. On the other side, we have wants, and they're the exact mirror of the frustration. So what I want is I want to look into the mirror, be 5 kilos leaner and feel a sense of pride. What I want, for example, is I want to wake up without back pain every morning. That want, once it manifests itself over a period of time, becomes an aspiration. What do I aspire to? I aspire to be the fittest dad. Like, I aspire to play touch football with my son, when I'm 40 and he's 10, for example. I aspire to do city to surf with him. I aspire to feel confident for the first time and have a bit of self-belief in my own body. And so what you do is you put at least 10 in each box, and then you look at those boxes before you create a piece of content and you go, what fear or frustration am I solving with this piece of content, and how am I moving them to a want or aspiration? And so you never have to think about ideas again. You never have to take another bathroom selfie. You never have to post a photo of a smoothie bowl or anything else like that. All you need to do is go, what fear, what frustration am I solving, and how am I moving them to that want and aspiration? And so that's where you're going to get your inspiration for your content itself. Now, I said 3 to 5 pieces a week. You should have 4 of those pieces. If we're doing 5, should be value-based. Hey, like, I'm going to deliver a shit ton of value, all right? I'm just really going to serve you with this piece of content. The 5th one will be a call to action. And there's lots of different calls to action that we can do. But how do people know how to work with you if you're not telling them? All right. And so you've got to be constantly telling people. And so there's a few different types. There is what we call a blunt post. And so that's just bluntly telling people, I am looking for, 5 fitness business owners that would like to add $10,000 per month in revenue and work 10 hours less. I will work with you privately and coach you privately so you can do so. DM me a fire emoji if you're interested, right? So just tell people who you're looking for and how you're going to help them and the next step to take. That's a blunt post. The next one is similar. It's called a 5-1-30. I'm looking for 5 people after 1 result that would like to drop a dress size. Right? I'm looking for 5 females aged between 30 and 39 that would like to drop 1 dress size in the next 30 days. 5 people, 1 result, 30 days, a 5-1-30. The other one is a 2-step, which is, hey, I just created, an amazing healthy eating guide where you can, cook the most amazing recipes in under 15 minutes. Who would like a copy? And they'll say, yep. And then you can have a private conversation with them, all right, as you go through. So that's tip number 1 on social media. That's really mastering your organic content. So there's a lot there, all right? There's a lot there. Number 2 is outreach. And now I'm sure everybody's had all those spammy messages, all right, where you're sitting in your Facebook message box or your LinkedIn or your Instagram message box, and you get all those spammy messages where it's like, hey, I can add 5,000 followers to you in like 32 minutes. And I can, sell, would you like to, this amazing, growing business where you can add $10,000 per month in passive revenue, and they're going to sell you some kind of MLM, right? We've all had those messages, and I have been victim to those messages. I've even tried it and it doesn't work, right? It's spammy, it's gross. And so that doesn't work. However, you want to have as many conversations as you can, because conversations equals book calls. So how can we have more conversations organically without looking like a spammy douchebag? And so very, very simply is you look for people that are interacting with your content, and you start conversations with people that are interacting with your content. And what am I talking about interacting? Number 1, you should be putting polls on your Instagram stories, your Facebook stories. And when people actually interact with those polls, then you can start a conversation with them. For example, you might say, what's the biggest challenge in losing weight? Is it your exercise routine or is it diet? It's diet. Great. What's the biggest challenge that you have with your diet? Is it that you don't know what to eat, you're not prepared enough, and you might have something else, right? And so you're just constantly doing polls, and then people that are actually A, interacting with your stories, and B, actually participating in the polls, they're interested in you. They like you, they follow you. And then you can just send them a message. Hey dude, like thanks so much for answering my polls. Love your interaction, love the engagement. Looks like you're having a little bit of trouble with the diet at the moment. What's the biggest challenge you're having? And I might have a resource that could help. I'm not diving in and just going, hey, buy my shit. I'm just starting a conversation off the back of that. So number one is polls. Number two, if people like or comment on your posts, then again, like they're taking the time, they're busy mofos, and they're taking the time to read your stuff and interact and engage with it. So we can go out and we can actually message them, all right? And we can say, hey, thanks. I really appreciate you, Jono, man. I love your support. Thanks so much for engaging in my content. Just wanted to see, like, how's your health and fitness going at the moment? And so again, I'm not like buy my shit, but I'm just going to start a conversation, or I might just leave it at the thank you. And through that natural, just reach out, a dialogue will begin, all right, as we go through. So that's the second way that we want to utilize social media. First, content. Second, once you've got the content, we do outreach. Outreach on the polls, outreach on the comments and likes. There's other tips and strategies, but I want to keep this, tight today. Number three, and this goes back to both of these. These are all interrelated. Is a lot of people will go, Dan, I don't have time to post on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, MySpace, whatever it is, all right, as we're going through. I don't have time for all of this. And here's the good news. You don't have to post unique content on every single one of them. They've got different audiences. There's different algorithms at play. And so the likelihood is you can recycle a lot of your content as you go through. So, I might put a post on Facebook this week, and in 2 weeks' time, I'll put it on Instagram. And I might just shift it a little bit. I'll keep it a little bit tighter as we go through. I might post a story on Facebook, this week, and next month I'll post it on Instagram. And so you can utilize your content and get a lot more legs for it. It's kind of like what one of my coaches says, Craig Ballantyne, is you want to use every part of the pig. And so, if I create a piece of content, at some point, I want to get that on my personal Facebook. I want to put that on my business Facebook. I want to put that on my Facebook group. I want to, let's say it's a video, I want to put that on YouTube. Then I'll go to rev.com and get it transcribed and have a blog for my website. Then I'll put it on IGTV, and then I'll do a snapshot for my stories. I'll put it on my LinkedIn. And so that one video is now, I've got 8 different purposes for it. I haven't had to do a whole bunch of extra work, all right, as we go through. Slight modifications, all right, in the format itself. Slight modifications in the timing that it's distributed. And that way I'm on 8 different platforms, building more audience. Well, some of the platforms are the same, but 8 different kind of mediums, building different audiences and serving them. So every time you create a piece of content, you want to get it out on multiple mediums using every part of the pig so we can really make use of your expertise and your time. So there you have it, guys. There's the big 3: content, organic outreach, every part of the pig. Yeah, really simply, Jono, look, I'm on Facebook more than any other platform. So connect with me personally, Daniel Henderson. My name's Dan, but for Facebook purposes, I'm Daniel. I've also got a fantastic group. So if you're looking to grow your fitness business, it's a free group. It's called Fitness Business Accelerator. And I'm just going to deliver amazing content to you every single week. And if you are on Instagram, then I am the coach of coaches. And that's the best places to find me, dude.
So that's it for today's episode. I would love to invite you into the Fitness Education Online community Facebook group if you're not in there already. It's a free Facebook group. There's thousands of trainers in there. We all share tips and ideas. Everyone's super supportive. And that's really what we do at Fitness Education Online. So I'll see you in there.